Hi everyone, welcome to our week 3 maths lesson. Today we're going to be starting off, and actually you're doing this for the whole week. We're going to be doing chance, and you would have heard chance, what are the chances of this happening, and you would describe it like, oh, it's most likely going to happen. And we use chance in our everyday life. We do it with the weather. Like, what are the chances it's going to rain today? We look outside, there are grey clouds, there is a high chance that it will rain. If we look on the website where we've got the rain forecast, and we can see the chances of things happening given to us in percentages. It tells us if there's a really high chance, if there's a very low chance, and we see chance with lots of things, like you play board games and you would roll a dice. What are your chances of rolling a 6? It's 1 out of 6. And I'll keep going in more detail with this. So if we have a look at the next slide, is our introduction. So this week is all about chance. The chance that something will happen. How likely is it that the same event will occur? Sometimes we can measure a probability, which is how chance, again, with a number like 10% chance, like I said with the weather. Or we can use words such as impossible, unlikely, possible, even chance, which is the same as 50-50, because it is the same, like think of 100 split into half. And when it's split into half, it's the same on both sides. That would be the same, and that is the same concept of even chance. That, say for example, even chance is, a good example is when you're rolling a dice. If you are rolling, if you're flipping a coin, when you're flipping a coin, you've got an even chance. You've either got a chance of getting heads or tails. There's no other option, there's one or the other. It's 50-50. It's an even chance. And likely and certain. When we describe certain, it's most likely 100. It's definitely 100%. When we say impossible, there is 0% of it happening. Unlikely unlikely is about 0 to 10%. Possible is about 20 to 45 percent. I would say more like 30 upwards. Even chance, as I said, 50%. Likely would be from 51% to about 99%. And certain is definitely 100%. These are the words you're going to be using throughout chance. These are very important. And to understand this language, when you know this, and you know what lessons come from all of these, what lessons are associated with these words, you'll find that when you see this in an exam, or if you get a test, you'll most likely know what to do because you remember the language. They're very important. Let's get started with our learning. So Monday, we've got a warm-up. On the following slides, you're going to order the words from the no chance number line to certain. Okay, and then some of the words may need to go in the same spot, and you'll put them under each other. You can either print it out, cut it out, or you can just drag, like on here, you can drag it wherever it's needed on the number line. But over here, no chance of something happens, so 0% to 100%, and what words would go along that number line. Remember to think of the even spaces. Your lesson. So I can distinguish between certain and uncertain events. Distinguish means you can tell the difference. Okay, your lesson today is pretty straightforward and quite simple. You're going to read the phrase and then tell me which of these words would match. So you can always go back to this slide. Which of these words would best match and describe the outcome of this event? So the first one, Alan wins a raffle in which he has no ticket. So he has no ticket in the raffle. Then the chance of him winning anything is impossible because he wasn't in it in the first place. So read the events, and we've got 2 pages, and I've already clicked and made it bold, so that way it's not working. But to make it bold, you click on Control B, or you can click on the capital B up here and make sure it's dark. That way we can see your answer clearly. I'm surprised that hasn't saved the way I put it in, but that's okay. So yeah, this big capital B, make it bold, and then put your answer in, guys. Okay, let's keep going. So that is your Monday activity. Now let's go to Tuesday. For Tuesday, your warm-up task, just like before, you've got some events. What are the chances that you will flip tails when playing heads or tails? You'll use these words, either likely, unlikely, less likely, more likely, most likely, least likely, or equally likely. So you can either double click, copy it, and then put it in, whatever the answer is. I'm not saying likely is correct, or you can just type it in. I think typing it in would be so much easier, guys. That's your warm-up. Now this time, our learning intention, you're going to identify events where one is occurring and the other one can't happen if the other one is. So, sounds confusing, but you'll understand when I show you the example. And then you're going to identify some experiments that we can use to identify the chance of something happening. Again, sounds fancy schmancy until you see what I'm talking about. So here we go. Your investigation 1. Your job is to think of everyday events that can occur but cannot occur at the same time as another. So say for example, a car can drive forward but not at the same time as it is reversing. Okay? So it can't reverse at the same time as it is going forward. That's one example. Another example could be the sunset and the sunrise. The sunrise can happen, but it cannot happen at the same time as the sun setting. So little things like that. I want you to put in 4 answers. You might have 1 answer, you might have 2. 4 would be fantastic. If you can only come up with 1 or 2, that is also amazing. And then show off your favorite answer into the class Jamboard. So please don't use my one. But you'll click here, click onto the Jamboard, and then you'll put in your favorite answer onto a post-it note. The next question here, and this is the same Jamboard you're going to be going to, but the second page. So you create an experiment idea that investigates the chance of an event or outcome. Okay, so I've said one of my experiments I think I could do to get to investigate and find a chance of something happening is flipping a coin 10 times. So you could make one about dice and what are the chances you're going to roll a 3 using a 6-sided dice. Or that could be your whole experiment. And then you could say roll the dice 12 times or whatever it is. You can use, so dice are great, coins are also fantastic, colors, if you say, if you have a bag of jelly beans and there are 5 with 5 red and 3 blue, what are the chances of you getting a red jelly bean? Okay, that's an experiment, like things like that. Have fun with it. Remember, 1 answer is fantastic. Now, if you can only think of 1 answer, you can delete all these other boxes. If you can think of 2, that is also fine. 3 or 4. I've just put 4 boxes there, but you can put however many answers you can come up with. And then again, share your favorite answer here. If you're stuck and you're not sure, you can always just Google, say chance experiments for kids, and see what other kids have come up with. Have lots of fun with it. Now let's go on to Wednesday. Your Wednesday learning intention. I can experiment with chance. I can describe the chance of an outcome. I can record and compare outcomes. So here we've got an investigation. You are going to play scissors, paper, rock with a family member. You're going to use this experiment. Oh, hey, guys, I just thought of something. You could use this for your previous lesson. Okay, so use this experiment to demonstrate the following skills. Play 20 times. So you're playing scissors, paper, rock with the same person 20 times. And keep track of the results and make a tally. And after you've made your tally, include what each person played. So example, player A, round 1, player A, rock, player B, paper. Then at the end of your game or experiment, record your results as fractions. And so here you can do the table and the tally. So it says create your table, but it should really say tally and table here. Okay, let's just fix that. And then you can put your tally. Let's just put your tally in a box in the corner. Or you can even just post a picture, guys. It doesn't really matter. Just fix that. Alright. So we've got rock. There you go. And you can use these lines. Okay. Let's go back. So you've got here is where you can put your results in fractions. So the rock outcome, how many out of 20 were there rock, and then put the top number. So if it was, say for example, it's 8, you can delete the line, put 8, and then to show 8 out of 20 as a fraction, it would be 8 over 20. Okay, I know it doesn't look perfect. You can always just move the line across. All right, so obviously you have to actually complete the experiment first. Here we go. All right, then you're creating a graph. So this might take you a while, guys. So if you don't finish it today, you can always finish it on your catch-up day on Friday. And now we've got create a graph. So remember, your graph is like a column graph, look down the bottom. Or you can choose a bar graph which goes across. It's up to you. So you can create your graph here by clicking on insert and then clicking on chart and see how it says bar and column. Or you can actually do it on Microsoft Word, and sometimes Microsoft Word is a bit easier. So and if you complete it on Word or even on a piece of paper, you can just post it on here. Next, identify which option gave you the best chance of winning and use this knowledge to compete against someone else. So basically, you're looking at your results. So the first game shows that, I don't know, rock made me win a lot more. So you might play rock more next time. And then what happens? And compare your answers here. So this time, rock did not win as many games as scissors and paper. This time paper won more, or blah blah blah, whatever it is. Okay, you are going to then compare your results, goes down. That's this part. This time blah 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 happened. And you can always add more into this if you want to add a little fun fact that you worked out from your experiment. You can always make a shape and then start typing in it, and that gives me extra information about your experiment, and that would be fantastic. And now your Thursday activity. So Thursday, there are 4 online tasks. Complete as many as you can. You can complete 1 or more, but there are different games or tasks you can do that go into chance and probability. Have a lot of fun with your maths games this week, guys. I can't wait to see your amazing work. Remember, you can complete your work directly here onto the Google Slides. It would be a lot easier for you, so you don't have to go back and forth to your completed work doc. If there's any problems with your doc, just let me know. And if you need extra help, I'm always here for you online. Other than that, have lots of fun. I can't wait to see your amazing work. Bye, everyone.